Hello, it's Joey, and here is our It's All Over Friday workout. We're going to do a top to toe. I think I really will do the toes today, but let's start off with a bit of a rotation. I've got my handy stick ready for me. Do you have your stick in the corner? Broomstick, like me. One leg in front, both arms up to the top, nice and long. I was doing this with someone last night, and I thought we could do this one where we rotate towards the supporting leg. No, not the supporting leg, the leg in front, there. Switch and change, that way. And switch and change, so that's a great rotation. And that means that we don't move the hips to rotate, we're learning to rotate from the middle of the back and the thoracic a little bit. I'm racing my words. And change, and up. So if you've got a stick, that's great, but if you don't, as ever, you can just be holding your arms nice and strong there. Now can you take that up, take it behind? Does it go? It might not. And then bring it over, and behind, and over. Slightly wider hands might help. If not, if you don't have your broomstick, because I obviously didn't warn you, and I don't expect you to magic a broomstick out of nowhere. I could do broomsticks. Is it because it's a full moon or something? But just waver the arms around. Waver workouts. That's what we're on today. Get rid of that one. Okay, now take one arm across and out, up and out. And other side. So nice rotation there. And then the foot touching the hand behind. And other way. And leave it there. Okay, we're going to get going with this. So if you have a step or a stair or something you can elevate yourself on which is secure, I'm going to use something which is at least secure to the ground but not beneath my foot. I don't really like bringing in all the accessories, but something that you're slightly elevated. It doesn't matter if you're not, you're just going to do it on a single leg, okay? So if you have nothing, this is your position with the foot hooked out, arms out to the side, nice single leg bend. Arms out. God, I'll test my balance on this thing. And bend. And up. Can't even look at you. It's so wobbly. 2. Hope you're making a better job of it than me. 3. We're going to do 6, okay, I'll probably be way off by number 4. I might have to cheat in a minute, okay? It's making me sweat too much. The apprehension of falling off this live. As if I haven't made enough errors, I should be used to them. And down. Okay, now take the other leg out to the side. Drive that one up and drop. Up and drop. So again, if you're on the floor, all you're doing is throwing the weight down and outwards. I'm going to keep going. Nice high drive, drop. And then change legs, so. Here I go again. Won't be any better on this side. And bend. It really helps though actually with balance if simply you decide that you're going to be good at it. That's what I found with balance. I find, having worked with people over the years, there's just days when they have good or bad balance. I haven't quite worked out why. I'm sure there's lots of scientific reason, or maybe no reason, but if you get very precise with your vision, you pull in your tummy, you set your toes wide, you place the position of your weight between big toe, little toe and heel. Imagine your foot as a tripod, and you just think, I'm going to stay stiff, not stiff. I'm going to stay stuck. Okay, so now bend one leg out to the side, drive it up and drop down, up. Quite energetic already this morning, isn't it? I've got to do this in 12 minutes, that's my promise. The whole workout in 12 minutes. 2 more, there. Okay, if you're still on your step, fantastic. Stay on your step. And if you've got some weights, you could take them. I'm just going to grab these as an example. No, actually I'm not. I might put half of you off. On your step, if you're not on your step, You're just standing with feet fractionally apart, weight on the fronts of the toes. So actually, lots of mind changing going on this morning, isn't there? So feet fractionally apart, sticking out the backside, nicely soft bent knees. See how I'm almost arching my back? I'm exaggerating it so that you don't go down the round back. And I want you to push down your socks and pull them up. Push them down and pull them up. So if you're on a step and you've got some kind of flexibility, you could try and drop down there and really feel it opening up nicely in the glutes, around the backs of the legs. I'm a big fan of, I was going to say bending over, but bend to extend. How it works the hamstrings, opens up the glutes, and basically teaches us how to bend properly. But that's all a bit dull talk, isn't it? Leaning it forward, hopefully with the weight on your toes there and the knees softly bent and the back slightly arched. If you think of it like that, you won't be making a mistake. And relax. Okay, so we've done a little bit of that. Now I want to work more thoroughly the backs of the legs. Actually, I'm still going to use this because I'm going to elevate my heels on it like that and take one weight. So if you can find something to elevate your heels, roll up your mat or anything. And a wide stance, I get to take a weight. So like a bell, swing forward and sit back down and drop. And you can make it a little bit more like a vroom, explosive. I haven't got any explosion this morning, by the way. It's a bit expired. I think I had a full week. And drop, down, and stop. Okay, I'm going to finish this one today with actually an exercise for the feet. Not just yet, because we've got more to do. So if you have, if you have some legs, if you've got some legs today, reach forward, and then cross the hand over, going right on the outside, crossing over beyond the other foot, opposite hand to leg, going in front there. And then I want to get down on the floor and do a few silly ones. Not so silly, we'll feel silly, that's what will happen, we'll feel silly. Can you have your feet apart about that distance? Twist the hip round, so you're sitting like a girl, like a mermaid at sea on her rock, with quite a wide tail. I've done choreographies before with little girls when I've taught them ballet, and lots of them were better off as mermaids, just sitting on a rock for a very long time with their legs together. Okay, now make it a little bit wider. Cross it over, put the foot in front, you ready? No hands, up we go. Sit down. Other way, roll the legs over. Cheat, if you want to know how to do this, pull that leg quite close to you, there, place that one in front, and just will your way up. And back down. I shouldn't be making a noise, there'd be a few like 8-year-olds going, this is easy, mummy. Aston, are you one of them? I know you're older than that. And cross it over, one foot in front, up. Quite enjoying it now, I think I've got the hang of it. I mustn't waste my minutes just getting up and down off the ground. All right, let's get physical. As far as Olivia Newton-John used to say. Hands here. And then can we have our feet in like a slightly bunny position? So that's your side shot of that position. Can you slip that leg through? Ooh, if I go slowly today, will you stay with me? A little bit of a spring and a jump helps you get that elevation so it's not such a stiff sort of, like squeezing the leg through. A little bit of a bound and up, just a little, a little bounce. And you ladies with the long legs, just hard cheese, huh? That's your penance for having beautiful long legs. It takes you too long to put them through and out the other side and round and round. So moving on from that, drop your knees behind you, hands nice and wide. You can go for the real press up. I've done some pretty complex exercises, so why have I got my knees down now? But let's go press here. 8 times. 3, 4. I'm going to push my knees up, so that's for those of you. And if you go super slow, you can make it worse, squared. You can eke out that pain as much as you like. All right, now that we've worked that chest and that front shoulder, I'm going to work the middle shoulder a little bit more, or that whole shoulder cap. Wide hands again. Head to the floor, backside in the air. Here you go, Lisa. This is for you. Bend the elbows. I'm just going, Joey, I can't do that one. Why do you keep saying that? She's got long arms, you see. It's stumpy people like me that find this stuff all right. 3, 2, 1. And then there'd be some like hunky, long limb person going, this is easy for me, I'm not stumpy. I don't want to play this one back today. I'll hear all this stuff that I shouldn't be saying. Put some sellotape. You know, somebody's going to send me some sellotape one day, aren't they? Put it on my mouth. Hands put back to your step if you've got your step, or elevated on the back of the sofa. Drop it down, lift it up, drop it down. So we have done legs, backs of legs. We've done glutes. We've done the chest. We've done the shoulders. We're doing the triceps. And if that's not enough, you can rewind and do it all over again. It's just a wake me up one, top to toe. Friday, it's all over. Can you take a band? If you've got a band, this is the one I wanted to show you. So putting a band just loosely around your ankles. Now this one you might want to show to people who've got feet problems, even bunion problems, and take some separation of the foot and rotate the leg round. So you've got a bit of tension on your band and you rotate round, turning the foot out, out, and that way. And then the other one out. The problem is I want to do the other side. I want to do an internal movement. I can't remember. Oh yes, I do know how to do that. Because normally I do this in pairs, you know, bunion workouts in pairs. And then can you take it, oh yes, then you're going to just have to hold the band on the outside like that and pull the foot inwards, rotating it inwards. That's a little bit awkward and tricky, this kind of one. And admittedly, I'm a bit out of practice, so I won't do it for too long because I think it's a little bit messy. But you can see I'm working all down the side of the shin. It's really better, actually, forgive me, if the band is there, that's what I meant to do. So can we rewind, please? Can I press cancel and edit and re-record that bit over there? And then with your hands, pull your feet up towards you and let it drop down. So resist bringing out your toes and drop. You can tell them a bit that this one I've got, okay? The other ones I made a mess of, but this one I have got. Push up. I thought, I'll do that exercise I haven't done in ages. That's never a good idea when you're doing something live. Bring it up and drop and drop. Put some life into those toes. All right, thank you for joining me. But actually, just before we go, let's do one nice, we stretched the hips in that way. Let's go back onto our backside. Oh, you thought it was over. So did I. Turn and rock it over and make sure that knee stays nice and high so it's drawing an arc on your ceiling. Change legs, one foot up here and drop over. I think I'm in a sweat today because I've made so many mistakes. So when I stand up to the camera to say goodbye, I think, gosh, she's not very fit. That's because I've made myself cringe, a bit sweaty. Anyway, thank you for joining me. We worked this, we worked the chest, we worked the back. We didn't work the back, we worked the butt. So join me on Monday for some Monday movers, and it will be a bit slower and I'll speak slower and it'll be a nice lubrication for the day.